Yeah, okay. Okay. Hello. Hello, Magic. Just had ads. You really have to do that, bro? Magic. I literally played a 1-minute pre-roll ad as soon as I could, and then it played, so that now I can disable pre-roll ads for 20 minutes. No, I mean, of course, if you don't want ads, just, you know, just sub. Okay. Sellout moment. Yep, it's me. It's me. I'm not getting abducted today like I was yesterday. Which, funny story about that, actually. So yesterday, some friends and I, we hung out, and so they came to pick me up. And I was playing Overwatch. I was playing Overwatch with Maddie. We were playing like some grindy game in a box, BRB. Heck. Okay, I'll wait. Oh, my neck. Ow. Oh, my shoulder blades. Why am I so tired? Oh. Well, actually, I woke up at 12 and then got out of bed at like 12:45. So I mean, I guess it makes sense. I feel short. I feel short in my chair and it makes me upset. I'm like 5'10" and a half. Why do I feel short? Anyways, so what happened yesterday was why I didn't stream was so I was playing some like Overwatch grindy game with Maddie, which I kind of want to play again. It was pretty fun. So yeah, I get a DM from one of my other Overwatch boys who's actually going to the same school as me next year, so that'll be fun. He DMs me, say, "Hey man, I'll be in town for the day. You want to hang out?" I'm like, "Okay." And so whenever they show up to the house, whenever they arrive, they were parked in front of the wrong house. I'm like, "Hey, okay, so you're in the house to the right, just back up." And they're like, "Nah, that's too complicated." So instead, and they did an illegal U-turn in the middle of the street. Hold on, let me focus my face. There we go. So instead, they did an illegal U-turn in the middle of the street, and then they got on the opposite side of the road, and then parked in front of the wrong house again. But then on the third try, they got it. They got it on the third try. No magic. Your cat's fine. Your cat's fine. I've stepped on a dog's tail, and it was fine. Yeah. So then we went to their apartment. We played Cards Against Humanity, and then three of us went to bowl. Three of us went bowling, and then one of us had to stay home and study calculus because they're taking summer classes. Well, not on purpose. I didn't step on a dog's tail on purpose. It was an accident. It's still not focused. This camera is weird. It's like a Logitech it's something. It's a Logitech camera. Look, it's focused now though. That's what's important. So yeah, that's what we did. And then afterwards, the four of us went and we went to a Japanese sushi restaurant, and I ordered chicken tenders and French fries. And I ate them with a chopstick. Chopstick singular, because I don't know how chopsticks works. That's witchcraft. So I just stabbed the chicken and then stabbed the fries and I ate them. Like a normal human being. And then I used my fork to eat the chicken and then my fingers to eat the fries. Like a savage. So anyways, that was yesterday, and now I'm back, and yeah, I got home at like 8 or something, so I left at like 2:30, and I got home at like 8, so I was gone for a while. I didn't have time, but we're here today. We're gonna do Yelan's story quest in Genshin, because I was gonna do that last Genshin stream, but I didn't, because Maddie raided me. She raided me, and then burned my lawn. And then we hung out for a bit. I need food. We all need food. But yeah, we're doing Yelan's story quest today. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so I don't stream. But, I'll be back Thursday, and I'll probably do Minecraft Thursday. I'm not sure. We'll see. Alright, let's play some Genshin Impact, shall we? Oh my gosh. A firefly. That's crazy. Oh, I just realized. Well, first of all, I've already... I've I've already done all my daily commissions today. My resin's not capped yet because it was at like 139 and I went and fought 2 bosses, so we don't have that. But you know, I'm thinking at the beginning of every Genshin stream, I think we should pull. We should pull one wish, you know, for fun. Not on the character banner though, because I already have Yelan and I'm saving up for people. So instead we're gonna go to the standard banner, right? We're gonna pull one wish on the standard banner. My pity's not that high, but you know what? Maybe we'll get lucky. We got trash. Sharpshooters though, mighty unfortunate. That's okay though. Can't win them all. But on the bright side, I have 14,387 primos and 13 intertwined fates, so I have just about enough for a 100 pull. So we're chilling. We are chilling. All right. So I don't have any condensed resin, I'm pretty sure, or do I? I don't think so. Oh, I do. I forgot about that. Oh heck. Let me quickly. No, that can wait. Actually, yeah, let's do it now. Since I have some condensed resin, unbeknownst to me, let's quickly do some domain runs because I still need a good Shimenawa feather. Go in the domain. So really, okay. I need a couple things from here. First of all, I need a lot of really good Emblem of Severed Fate artifacts for like Xingqiu, A, and Mona. And then I need a Shimenawa feather with crit rate, crit damage, good crit rate, crit damage substats for Kuching, and I'll be fine. And then once I run through this domain a little bit, then I can go do the Yelan story quest, and I won't have to talk for like an hour. It'll be fantastic.
Quietly now.
Fantastic.
Here comes the cash.
Because let's be real, imagine liking commentating. No, it's cringe. I hate commentating. I just want to talk. Just want to have nice interactions with chat. But alas, I have small chat because I am a small streamer. Very sad.
Rack and ruin.
This is very exciting. I don't have any buffs. Hold up. I'm killing him. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
I condemn you.
1 ounce of a second. Hold on, fellas. Okay, he's dead.
Take it easy.
He's dead. We're fine. Nope, trash. Yep. Oh, come on. Okay, yep. Just a bunch of garbage artifacts. So I'm gonna lock that though, because if it rolls only crit damage on that helmet, I will be a very happy individual. However, if not, I will just simply cry. But we'll save it for now. It's a 4-star, so it's not great, but it might be good. It has the potential to be okay.
Let's light it up.
Order guide you.
Game's up. Time's over. Eye for an eye.
And I've wasted my ability because you move. Awesome. I'm very sad.
Stand back.
I don't know. I'm kind of tired. But I wanted to stream, you know, like a good boy. I wanted to stream like a good boy, like the good boy I am. I woke up, I'm like, but you know, I don't want to skip 2 days streaming and then have off day. Hey guys, I try to stream 5 days a week. However, this week I'm streaming 3 days. No, I ain't that much of a slacker. My cat is being sus. Cats are pretty sus. Cats are weird.
More speed.
Dogs just stick their tongue out and say, "Give me food." Cats are like, ah. At least from what I remember. I never owned a pet cat, but I feel like the game's kind of louder than I am. Tragic. I never owned a pet cat. I took care of my uncle's cat. Well, I didn't do it personally, but I think my uncle went to like Japan or something, like way back when. And I think, I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. My uncle went out of country, so he let us look after his cat. And that's the only time I ever looked at a cat. Also, it died of old age, so.
Vengeance will be mine.
Great great pet sitters we were.
Game's up. It's over.
Alright, run away. And I've never had a cat since.
Let's light it up. Rack and ruin.
Plus, most of the people whose houses I go to have dogs as pets, so like, I never have any interactions with cats. So yeah. Although there was one time when I was in high school, I think when I was a senior, pretty sure it was when I was a senior. In the parking lot, I was gosh dang it. When I was in the parking lot, there was this cat, and I was studying. I was just studying for cat. I was studying chemistry, and then a cat walked up to me, and then eventually, it just, it fell asleep on my stomach. I was lying down. Dogs, they feed me, they water me, they give me cuddles. They must be God. Cats, they feed me, they water me, they give me cuddles. I must be God.
Teamwork
Yeah.
is dreamwork.
I will have
Yeah,
order.
that's about it. What the? You just skid across the floor.
Things are about to get dicey.
I wouldn't mind having a cat, but like,
Blood of frost.
I wouldn't pay much attention because I'm gaming.
More speed.
I'm gaming. I'll just upload exclusively pet videos onto my YouTube channel. Which, by the way, I've got 2 videos I want to make, and one of them is being worked on right now. It's gonna come out on Saturday, so I'm gonna have a new video up Saturday. Yeah, new video up Saturday. That'll be fun. I think y'all will really enjoy it. It's a very good video. All right, no good artifacts. And then another one I'm working on is a Minecraft video, and I think it'll be cool. It's like those test shorts I do, like, can you blah 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 in Minecraft, but it's a video, not a short. That's fun. All right, it is. We've done all of our condensed resin, and we didn't get anything good. So that means it's time to do the Yelan story quest. Oh my gosh! Finally, easy content. I just play the game, and I don't have to speak because they're talking for me. It's fantastic. All right, let's go. So I haven't actually started the quest. The only thing I ever, quote unquote, did was I walked somewhere like in this area, and then it auto started it, even though I didn't have it selected. So that was very awkward. I did not even know this was an area. Now the game talks for me.
We're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Oishin, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a fresh pot of tea?
Yummy water.
I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear your adventure stories. Hoishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry. I'm quite all right. It's just the years gradually catching up with me. As I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things, though the mind is willing, the flesh is weak. Especially recently, I've noticed a rather drastic drop in my energy levels. I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today.
He's old.
Nevertheless, I wish to pass on the position before my mental acuity begins to decline beyond redemption.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liyue Qixing. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice, so a public selection process would not be suitable.
Magic, I have no idea what Heartstopper is. You're gonna have to fill me in while this cutscene plays, because I've never heard of that. Yeah, that was a cat. There's a cat somewhere in the cutscene. Off screen meowing. Yeah, I've never heard of Heartstopper. You're gonna have to describe that while this plays out.
We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible in their assessment and appointment. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing members.
So in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Kinchin, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
Correct. Unfortunately, due to my health, I won't be able to assess every candidate myself. Not
Tragic.
to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on my behalf as assessment officer. In fact, I believe you recently became acquainted with her yourself.
Oh? Who is it?
I wonder who it
I'm
is.
heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all about me.
Oh my gosh, guys, it's Yelan. That's crazy and very unexpected.
Jackpot. Uncle Tien here asked me to assess 3 candidates for him. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be a good opportunity for you.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think?
Guys, it's Yelan. In case you don't know, we met her in a pit. Then we got stuck in that pit, and we got out of that pit, and here we are. I mean, I don't really care, but for the plot, I'm interested.
Paimon thinks so too. It can't be a bad thing to be on good terms with a new Qixing, right?
Listen. I would stream Wednesday, but I'm avoiding burnout. It's as simple as that.
All right then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tien, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety, too. Don't you think I might make a good Tianshu?
Huh? Yelan, you want to be the next Tianshu?
Wow.
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how long you've been working together. So, how about this?
Fill in the gap.
If your investigation reveals that none of the other candidates are qualified for the position, I'll recommend you for the job.
Deal. Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead. Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation. Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment, this runs on the house. You're all set?
Me equal happy.
Uncle Tien seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tien is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei, Mingbo, and Zhi.
Those are fake names.
Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingbo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel. Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion. All right. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open.
I need to cough and I don't want to do it while they're talking. Gosh. Alright, it's... It looks like we're going on a political mission. No!
Demons do not stop for the rain.
Everybody's like, oh my gosh, a Yelan story quest is gonna be so cool. We're gonna go on a spy mission, and they're like, hey guys, we're doing politics stuff. Isn't that exciting? I'm just like, yeah, it sure is. I'm gonna die. No, I'm fine. Okay.
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion, and I don't even get a chair.
Looks like we're just gonna be running around and activating cutscenes until we get to the domain, and then we get the animated cutscene, and then we finish. Simple as that. Usually these take like an hour-ish, so we'll see. We'll see how long Yelans is.
I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
I hate this guy.
Oh, I mean, I think it's fine.
That's called being complacent.
Hate this guy already.
If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything in the future.
Oh, come on. That's just... Now you're just being unreasonable.
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. It's not worth it. Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for, and Mingbo, cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. It's natural to be getting irritable. Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances, it would be better than nothing.
These guys are
It looks
children.
like all 3 candidates have arrived. We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment process. I've split it into 2 stages: current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions in person. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow, one of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them.
It's thundering
Whoever
outside.
is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto.
Check the weather.
Failing
Let's
the
go.
occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of us represent where each candidate stands on key policy issues.
All right.
There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing.
What? I don't
I'll be
care.
waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done.
All right, now hear me out. I don't actually read them. Why am I? Bro, it killed me. The game killed me because I jumped off the edge. I didn't have time to pull out the. Oh my gosh. All right, yeah, I ain't reading that. That was really interesting. Oh my gosh. Yep, this is very, very inspiring. Oh, I'm yelling. I'm done. I read all of them thoroughly.
Finished, huh? What did you think?
Everyone
Amazing.
took it very seriously.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're putting their best foot forward. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regrets. That's for me to know and you to find out. We can talk more after the interviews. We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time. Start with Chenwei.
Yes, ma'am.
We're interrogating people.
Oh? So you two are the assessment officers, are you? I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing 2 entirely unfamiliar faces.
I'm gonna kill this guy.
I trust you've read through my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind, after all.
Mind your tone, mister.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact. Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are constantly talking about. With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forward. Yeah, although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
I didn't read any of them.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes. Please introduce yourself.
I'm, Mingbo. I work in the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. In that time, I've handled, 2,347 cases. I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be concluded in, 16 days? My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the accounts, namely...
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very good at public speaking?
Magic has
You know what?
in the chat. I'm
Let's
scared.
leave the self-introduction there and move on to some questions.
Terrified.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, your mom's gonna let me hide. Oh.
Hello. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous.
Gone yet?
What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts. Of course, 2 different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach 2 very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution to all the problems as a whole.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. Post-implementation, it would all come down to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
Nice answer. All right, next question.
Thank goodness.
He seems like a great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and logical, and he was just a pleasure to listen to.
I wasn't paying attention.
Here's my take on what we just learned. As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings.
Doesn't care at all, dog.
Ningguo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented. But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingguo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't agree more. You're good at this, Yelan.
Last but not least, Zhi. His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people. But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Zhi take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
Great.
We'll see. Let's go back and report to Uncle Tien.
You know what's funny? Every time I mention that I'm like, hey, you know guys, I like Genshin a lot. I want to stream it. Every time I said that and Kian was in the chat, he's always like, oh my gosh, yes, please stream Genshin. I love that game. And then now, as soon as I start streaming it, he's on vacation and can't watch. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony of it all. And while I'm here, I'm gonna grab silk flowers, because I haven't done that in forever. I know I have a bunch. Like, let me check. How many? I know I have quite a hefty amount, but you know what? I want more. Where are they? Yeah, I used to have, like, a bunch. Let me just steal all the silk flowers from the garden because nobody else is going to. Haha. Oh, wait a second. Hey, let me check something. When do the banners reset? Okay, the banners reset in 2.5 hours, so 6 p.m. At 6 p.m., Ito's banner's coming out. Oh my gosh, guys, Ito's banner. That's crazy. I'm not pulling for Ito. I don't want him. I only play fun characters. Got him. Although I might pull on character banner or yeah, for Shinobu. So, you know, now I kind of regret pulling on standard banner at the beginning of the stream, but you know what? It's fine. And you wanna know why it's fine? Because we have a lot of primos and a lot of patience, and that's very important. And now I get to go back to sitting and drinking water, and I don't have to commentate. Listen to an old man cough.
Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
Alright, then let me ask this. The ideas in Jur-E's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular reason behind this?
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates.
Dude, it's thundering outside.
Judgment.
I don't know if you can hear it.
I can tell you now. Those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with me. But Xin Wei went on to focus on his business, and Ming Bo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Juri was with me for the longest duration.
Whoa! So how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tian?
Chen Wei was referred to me by an old friend.
Water.
Ming Bo came to my attention in the course of my work, and as for Juri, I was pure happenstance. We first met while fishing. Gradually, as we got to know each other, we started discussing all sorts of topics. Juri came from a poor family, and his parents died when he was very young. But he was a gifted student and a fast learner. He reminded me of a younger version of myself, so I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he got on. Quite. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man. It's a joy to see, but it also gets one thinking. The young are growing up, and I am growing old. How time flies. No one can escape the cycle of
I know,
life.
right? It's already the endage.
I don't know, Uncle Tian. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you think?
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me. Having less energy than I used to isn't such a bad thing. It just means I finally have a good reason to retire and spend my days doing what old men like me should be doing. Going fishing whenever I feel like it.
Sounds like you sure love fishing, Uncle Tian.
Ooh, there's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and freshly caught fish, they make the most beautiful fish soup with barely any preparation required.
Fresh fish soup. Sounds tasty.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, Juri purchased a very special recipe from an old fisherman.
That's great.
When we've been fishing recently, Juri always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. The addition of these makes the soup taste even more wonderful.
Yeah, I think it's about to start raining
That
soon.
flavor makes for
Maybe.
a fond memory. But at my age, who knows how many more chances I have left to taste it again.
Oh, can Paimon come next time too? Paimon really wants to try it.
let's get back to the matter at hand.
Button.
Uncle Tian, we've reported back. Do you have a verdict?
Mm-hmm. I appointed you as the assessment officer, and I trust your judgment. Had you not asked me why Juri's ideas were so similar to mine, I was not going to mention my history with any of them. This decision must be guided by what is fair and right. Please disregard all other considerations and make your final decision only after a thorough review of each candidate's talents and capabilities. Remember, you must be thorough.
Understood. Come on, let's go talk somewhere else.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tian. Look after yourself.
No. Hello, Jen. What's up?
So, it's gonna be Juri, right? His manifesto was written well, and he's the best speaker.
We're doing the Yelan story quest,
Easy. Let's not rush.
so I don't have to talk.
There's no time limit for this assessment.
Huh? So, are you gonna give them more tests or something?
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But let me give you a word of advice.
Posture check.
Things
Rainbow monkey?
are not always as they appear. The biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. The truth is almost always hidden beneath many layers of deception. You have to get information through many different channels. For example, Wenyuan, Shanghua.
Thank you for the posture
Yes?
check.
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Ugh! Who are they? Where did they come from?
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. They work for me.
Playing
As
Titanfall,
my
huh?
trusted assistants,
I'm playing
they are always
Genshin.
standing guard nearby. They also perform various assignments as required. Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's also Upei, who's not here right now.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he all right? I seem to remember that he can't swim.
I'm gonna open my
Take
door in
that
case
guy
my
down.
dog runs in.
Certainly not
He
a
doesn't
little
like thunder.
wind and waves.
Shanghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background. Wenyuan, go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and look through Mingbo's work files.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Juri?
Juri, well, obviously is the most promising candidate.
Dude,
We
whack.
will be investigating him ourselves. Let's go to the docks first. Lots of people passing through there. You can find out all kinds of things.
If we're looking for information, why don't we try talking to Bulai, the owner of Wanyu Boutique? He does business at the North Wharf. Maybe he has some news for us.
Or fourth.
That's actually not a bad idea. Let's go and ask him.
Alright. I got the speedrun team out. I've got my speedrun team out, consisting of my characters with speed. I need to make Sayu good so I can put Rosaria in the squad, and then have Sayu for heals. But until then, this is the speedrun team.
What's Bulai doing here today?
Go. Go now.
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsetias ever. You won't find anyone who disputes that. I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Even
That doesn't sound
so-
healthy.
Alright. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet. If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with them instead, and neither of us wants that.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price. I'll take all your stock. Don't sell a single one to Second Life.
I bet he made that up. I bet you.
Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy called Juri. Have you heard of him before?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known. I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Juri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family. He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and oh, how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to be the brand ambassador for Wanyo Boutique.
Oh, he sounds like a decent man. We can finally breathe a sigh of relief.
Why are you asking about him anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too, are you? Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the... Ah, that's Juri right over there. Why don't we go and talk to him?
This guy talks like a Minecraft villager.
Where?
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Linlong. Come on, let's follow them and listen in.
Oh my gosh, we're doing undercover
Try not
operative
to let
work.
him see you. We want this information to be as truthful as possible.
Oh, it's secret. Are we doing a stealth
I'll
segment?
just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this. Hey!
Stealth mission? Are we doing a stealth mode? Stealth mode.
Let's walk and talk.
Da 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 da. I'm stealthy.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set?
Yo.
Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you.
How the frick does he
I
see
trust
me?
You understand our shop quite well?
Stealth.
The truth is,
Yo.
an old friend of mine who likes to have a drink now and then.
What's the hurry? Don't get too close, or he'll see you.
I'm behind a box. Did I? My tailing skills, bro. Are you for real? Hello, Maddie.
See you. We want this information to be as truthful as
It.
possible.
Oh my freaking gosh. I don't understand the stealth missions in this game. Like, I'm behind a solid object, and he's like, I think we're being watched. That doesn't make any sense. Who designed this?
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set?
Hi, Splash. Look what I'm
Oh,
streaming.
Now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
Alright, kids. Let's see if I get screwed by a solid
The
object
truth
this
is,
time.
An old friend of mine who likes to have a drink now and then.
Ooh, I'm
He
hiding.
fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Master of stealth. Can we go? Can we go?
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
Why did they walk just to say
It's
that?
my pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me.
I'm great at this game.
He seems to get along really well with everyone.
First try, baby. First try.
Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems like everyone thinks Juri's a great guy.
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Let's go check out the wharf where he usually goes fishing.
Do we have to? Wait, you're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Juri because you want to be Tianshu yourself, are you?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianshu, I'll look out for you guys. You'll be able to
Privilege.
try all the finest food for free. How does that sound?
We will? Well, come on! Off to the South Wharf we go!
Oh boy, I love getting pleasure. How far away is that? Oh, not very far. Yeah, story quests are weird. You just teleport everywhere, do the cutscene, and then teleport to the next cutscene, and then when you get to the domain, and that's really cool. And you watch a cutscene, and you teleport some more and do some more cutscene. It's rinse and repeat. But I gotta progress with the story. It's very cool and exciting.
The wharf is as busy as ever. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers.
Fish.
Let's see what Uncle Soon has to say.
I love... Why doesn't it just let me walk over there? Why is it making me walk over there when he's right there? I don't get this game sometimes. I don't get the game's logic.
What would you like to buy today?
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually members of the Liyue Anglers Association.
It's true.
And we just wanted to ask a few questions about someone.
I love fishing.
We've heard about this young man called Jur-E, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you happen to have heard of him?
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity without batting an eyelid.
Ah, yes, Jury. He's been making quite a name for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go they meet someone who's heard of him.
I've never heard of him.
Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs alongside his studies to make ends meet. How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, if there's anything to that logic, he's sure to be phenomenally successful one day.
Yeah, we think so too.
Dude, that fish on his
But I'm
table
afraid
is
your Anglers
massive.
Association might be in for a disappointment.
Oh? Why's that?
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch with.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some other time and we can chat over a drink?
Sure thing. See you.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
Fish is massive. Look at that fish. That fish head is bigger than mine. In real life.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for one or 3 for 1,000. You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Hello, we're from the Society for Fish Price Research. We'd just like to ask a few questions.
Fake names are terrible.
Wow, she switched identity again.
Society for Fish Price Research? I haven't done anything illegal. Stay out of my business.
Please, don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey. We've heard about a certain Jur-E who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently. Do you know anything about this?
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know.
Thanks for the
I
hydrate,
know the guy.
Maddie.
I can tell you what I know. I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it would
Oh, shut
surprise
up.
me if it was him.
Oh? Why is that?
Because he's
Shut
so
up.
His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything to do with him. He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he had a bandage wrapped around his head. And he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien,
That man just
who
appeared.
gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business. Don't tell him I said that.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once, briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him. I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people to shame. And nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him. That's all.
I see. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
The more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
It's true.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. Okay, let's keep going.
Man, I wanna fight stuff. I just wanna fight stuff. Let's see. Hello, child.
Hey, it's you guys. Wait, what's the phrase? Oh yeah, honored to meet you.
We're here to interrogate
What
you,
brings
kid.
you to me?
Why does he have a knife?
We are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to ask for your guidance.
Really? People said I know everything there is to know?
But of course. We also heard that Master Dugu is a kind and virtuous swordsman who never turns away anyone who
just
comes
bright.
with questions.
Great! So what do you wish to know? Nothing happens on this street that I don't know about.
Now she's lying to a kid.
So, Master Dugu, have you heard of one by the name of Jur-E?
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking about these days? I've heard many tales of Juri. For example, I can't remember.
Crazy.
Probably 'cause it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about sword-fighting heroes.
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when the grown-ups started talking about Jur-E?
Oh yeah, I know that. It was about 2 or 3 months ago. Before that, people always used to talk about Juri in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone started to like him. Sometimes he gives me candies, so I'm glad that people are starting to like him now.
Just as I thought.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, just as I thought, Master Dugu is indeed as kind and virtuous as the legends claim.
I'm not that great. Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about Juri stories in the street. They seem like nice people.
Oh, definitely.
Great! So next time I see them, I'll say hi. And I guess I can share some of my candies with them too.
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Yenshang Tea House about what they're up to. I'm sure my friend would also like to say hi to them.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Well then, fare thee well, Master Dugu.
Until we meet again.
There's a kid running around with a knife.
Strange to you?
Strange? What was strange about it? Juri seems to have a great reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gal spoke highly of him, and Dugu Shuo seems to like him too.
True. But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from? It almost seems too good to be true.
Sudden? Too good to be true? What do you mean?
So he returns cruelty with kindness, and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him wherever they go. That's a little over the top, if you ask me. Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Jur-E's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details. That's the reaction I would expect from any normal person. Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Jur-E has only been happening within the last 2 or 3 months. His childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor. None of these are recent events. So why are these stories only going around now?
When you put it like that, it is kinda strange.
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any further. Jur-E was born into a poor family. Paying people to get his stories out there is within the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned. The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the mora to pay for a publicity campaign.
Wow, who would have guessed? He's probably a villain. Who saw that coming? I did.
Right. And that changes everything. It can mean a powerful faction is trying to gain influence over the Liu at Xixing. That's the worst case scenario. But all too often, the most pessimistic speculation turns out to be closest to the truth.
It's true.
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? That sounds serious. What should we do? Even if we asked Jiri about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry, I've got a plan. Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues. Whoever is secretly helping Jir-E must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some hints in Jir-E's manifesto on who we're dealing with. Come on, let's get back to Yenshang Tea House.
Oh boy. Finish the cutscene. Wow, that's yeah. Now we gotta go all the way back. Ooh my gosh. Maddie out here thinks she's so funny. Haha, redeemed hydrate. I know Yelan can make you thirsty. Shut up. Shut up.
Jir-E's manifesto covers a huge range of topics.
Bite you.
Looking for details that don't add up will be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other. When we're finished, we'll put our heads together. Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get to the bottom of this as quickly as we can.
Yikes! We better hurry!
Whatever else Uncle Tian might think of Jir-E, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite students. Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have to look carefully and think critically.
Hey look, there's 2 Yelans. No way. Trust no one, not even yourself. Dun da da da. All right, let's take a seat and now let's read. Exciting.
Even though Yelan took half, this is still a lot to get through. Well, we gotta start somewhere.
Oh, let's go. I don't have to read it. Let's go. There's no audio, so I'm just gonna left click a little more. Just a left click just a tad bit more, and I read it. How exciting that was!
All this reading is giving Paimon a headache.
Master reader. Just kidding. I hate reading.
Let's take a break.
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers, Shenghua!
One of her little
If
elves.
you're back, that means you finished investigating Tianwei, right?
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave, but I always had another trick up my sleeve.
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Tianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him. The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Tianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works. Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Welcome back, Magic. I'm still just sitting here.
Who'd have thought?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing.
30-minute nap.
I asked around and found out that almost all of Qianwei's accounts are open to the public. Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all. Qianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
Did you have a nice nap, at least?
It's like he's not doing business to make mora, but instead...
To validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
I'm back! Huh? Ah, how come you're here?
Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills, and am always one step ahead of the competition. Well, when you're the competition, at least.
Got him!
You... Ugh, whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you. Lady Yelan, I have finished investigating Mingbua.
Well, we're all ears.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Mingbua struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers. But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Mingbua at all exaggerated?
I don't believe so. Mingbua is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today. According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Mingbua to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval. Oh, and also, there was once someone in the Ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Mingbua gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper. I haven't seen it for myself, though.
Oh.
Whoa, that's hard to imagine.
Like I said before, things are not always as they appear.
Cat, there's a cat.
So that's what you meant by that. Paimon's starting to get it now.
Thank you both. You're free to go now. So, have you finished reading the manifesto?
We still have a bit left.
Was it 107.6 degrees Fahrenheit in your room? That should be a safety hazard.
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Chengshu Pool redevelopment plan.
Dying. That's not how you spell dying, it's D-Y-I-N-G, you silly goose.
Chengshu Pool has always been home to many secrets.
Silly chicken?
Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there, so there are even more secrets buried deep underground.
Oh, Ajdaha.
At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great treasure buried beneath Chengshu Pool. A long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing, a mining team conducted an exploratory excavation there.
Yeah, the first two in that sentence actually needs two O's, fun fact.
So, did they find any treasure?
Just so you know.
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open with a special kind of explosive. The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the project was shut down and the treasure became a mere legend. Zhi-Yi's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. It seems out of step with the rest of his plans. Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure.
I am happy
the treasure
now.
hoarders, the Fatui, even local Liyue factions. Did you find anything?
Excavation? Project? Treasure? Did we read anything similar in our half of the manifesto? Oh yeah! Zhi-Yi said the Blackcliff Forge workers should get right of first refusal if any suitable projects come up.
Did he now? Well, that makes everything much clearer.
Can't save you, I'm sorry.
Zhi-Yi wants the Blackcliff
I'll drink some
Forge
water.
to excavate the treasure of Chengshu Pool.
Let that motivate you to stay hydrated.
Blackcliff Forge Forge is Juri's secret supporter?
No, not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They aren't involved with any powerful factions at present. They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources into a risky project like this.
So in my house right now, it's like I think 80-ish degrees, somewhere around that. And then outside it's 89 degrees, the high is 96 and the low is 78. You know how it is, you know how it is.
Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead. We may well find something new.
Lucky?
Chenwei and Mingbo both turned out to be completely different.
Oh, let's go. I can teleport to the Jade Chamber. Yes! I don't have to walk over there. Like a peasant.
Is there another side to him too?
Whee! The benefit of having Zhao in the party, you can left click from any height and not take fall damage. Woo!
This is the Blackcliff Forge. Let's look around for clues.
Nice, so be happy. No, Magic, you'll be fine. It's just a little heat. It's just a little bit of heat.
I don't concern
Magic, if you don't get out of bed, then you're gonna suffer heat stroke. That'd be cringe. You don't want to be cringe, do you? No, no, no. Heyday of 3.
What's this? A diary?
From the back, it looks like a ledger, but it seems they also use it as a site log. We don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting, don't you think?
At least I could skip
These
it.
newcomers, who could have sent them?
You think they're suspicious?
Yes. Look, it says right there, one of them's already been promoted to team leader. At this rate, by the time the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan is ready to roll, they'll be the technical backbone of the team. That'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. They can copy any secret texts or steal any treasure they find underground. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jur-E recommends the Blackcliff Forge for the excavation project, at most we would maybe do a fresh background check on the place. No red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had more than enough time by then to come up with fake identities. That's the advantage of planning this far in advance.
Ah!
It was a clever move.
Everyone be good. Genshin Impact edition?
It all makes sense. If we hadn't found this out, someone else would have stolen the treasure. So, who's really behind all this?
Me.
That's a question for the newcomers. But let's start with that worker over there for now.
I can tickle the bottom of my feet. That's it. I'm ticklish in other places, but I can only tickle myself at the bottom of my feet. I've tried.
Excuse us.
And I don't like it.
We want to ask you about the newcomers.
Don't.
You want them to teach you or something?
Oh,
I gotta
kid.
say, these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all the skills unbelievably fast. My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking at night. But they never let us join them. I guess they just need some time to adjust. I'm sure we'll get to know each other over time.
Interesting.
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife. I'm guessing it's a long trip to the nearest tavern.
The side of your back.
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor to drink at Wanmin Restaurant.
Still different.
It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain stopped, they went out drinking again right away. Hey, you're only young once,
Filthy
right?
drunkards.
I say, if they can hack it, let them at it.
Interesting. Let's go talk somewhere else.
Okay. Quieter place.
Looks like
Like
our
the movie.
hunch was on the Mora. These newcomers are very suspicious. Drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Some cover story. I'll wager they've been going to intelligence updates. Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they'd give themselves away that easily, but let's follow them and try our luck.
Wow. Plot relevant footsteps. Let's go. Let's go. They're literally just right here. Oh, the path splits.
Hurry, we gotta catch up.
The path splits. Oh my. Exactly, Magic. Don't die.
These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
Go get some water,
Just as I
kid.
thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way.
Hashed. Go, Magic. Go. Go now. Go get some of that sweet succulent hydration. I wouldn't want you to die midstream. That'd be kind of cringe. You ain't my mommy? Nah. Darn right I'm not.
The footprints stop here.
Darn right I'm not.
But, judging from the direction, I'm guessing their destination was that abandoned house.
I'm stuck. I got stuck for a second. What the? Wow, a pile of leaves. That's crazy. You know, I actually have ice cream. I have ice cream in my house. I have ice cream and cookies, except the ice cream is in they're drumsticks, so it's like it's in a cone with like chocolate on the top.
Looks like we were too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for. But all the evidence has been destroyed. Look at these ashes. Someone was burning documents not long before we arrived.
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire out before everything was finished burning.
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible. I've checked. All the paper's been burned. There's only ash left now.
Why don't we wait for them back at the Black Cliff Forge? They've got to go back there sooner or later.
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point, but it's mysteriously abandoned now. To me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else, to throw our investigation off course.
Darn! Guess this is where a trail runs cool.
Dang it!
Make no mistake, the purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just need to figure out who's behind Jur-E.
Got
I
it.
smelled something peculiar the moment I came in. Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different regions produce different odors when they're burned.
Really? Paimon can't smell anything. Do you smell anything?
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing but ice as far as the eye can see. Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way of injecting a little romance into their writing. When that fragrant ink is burned,
Why are you
this
putting a
is the exact odor
Why are you
that
putting a
appears
onesie
behind.
on to go downstairs if it's 107 degrees in your room? Magic, you're not making any sense. Oh my gosh.
Exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away by the wind, so it's nothing we can arrest anyone with. But it's all I need. Now I know who we're dealing with. I can plan our next move.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Alright, Magic, whatever.
Who are you?
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's colleague.
Magic. You don't need to put a onesie on if you're really stealthy and nobody sees. You just gotta hide. You know, you gotta be like a phantom thief. Nobody spots you, there's no problem. Simple as that. Also, wow, big shock. The Fatui was behind it all along. Who could have seen that coming? Me. They're always the villain.
I sent him to look into Jur-E's
Like
regular
90% of the
contacts.
time.
Since Jur-E likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors, so he took a boat out to sea to ask around. I left him a note at Yenshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Black Cliff Forge when he got back. If there'd been an ambush waiting for us there, it means we'd have had some backup. So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up empty-handed. I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Juri before. Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard. Fortunately, someone managed to drag
Stole
me
my
out.
ventilation thingy.
When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to
Mighty
Blackwood Forge
unfortunate.
and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop to change my clothes.
Well, Uncle Tien said that Juri once bought a recipe from one of the fishermen.
Raining.
Did you hear anything about that at all?
What? That's news to me. No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there, and none of them mentioned anything about a recipe.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup came about.
Drugs. You put drugs in
Fish
it.
soup? What fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our hands on some solid evidence. Well, any suggestions? Not a bad idea. Upe, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Juri, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets with anyone suspicious.
Mission accomplished. Ice cream has been acquired. Congrats.
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first, we need to do some groundwork.
Groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever. Especially when he thinks he's about to win. Tomorrow morning, I'll announce his victory at Yohai Pavilion. Take a guess what you think he'll do next. Be sure to arrive on time. You won't want to miss the show.
Oh snap. Oh my gosh, it's raining. No. Sad. How much longer till the banners? 2 hours. Okay. 2 hours until I get to do test runs for 20 free Primogems. And then I might pull for Kuki, I don't know. Shinobu. Electro Healer, that'd be pretty neat. We'll see, we'll see. See how good she is. Yeah. Alright, let's go commit. Let's go commit voter fraud, shall we? Magic, I gotta know, what flavor ice cream is it, I gotta know, is it chocolate, vanilla, something quirky? Is it a strawberry? I gotta know. I gotta know what flavor. Okay, don't kill me from fall damage this time. Thank y'all.
It looks like we're all here. Well then, time for me to announce the results of the assessment process. I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role. Suffice to say that Uncle Tien entrusted me with the monumentally important task of assessing the candidates.
Rocket.
And now,
I like
it falls
Rocky
to
Road.
me to give him a satisfactory answer.
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush. Just get on with it.
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking in detail, and he easily gets into testy exchanges with other people. Mingguo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough, and because of his personality, he struggles to win people over. In contrast, Juri is evenly balanced across the board, and enjoys an excellent reputation in Liyue. After much consideration,
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I have decided to recommend Juri to the Liyue Qixing.
What?
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name being announced. In my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. As your competitor, I've become keenly aware of your great talents.
I'm gonna fight this guy.
Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future and taking on some of my workload?
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the last thing I want to be thinking about right now.
I don't mind, as long as I can help.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Juri, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment. I hope you will work hard and make Uncle Tien proud.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have my word. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order. Would anyone like to join me?
Nope.
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
Juri seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good time to follow him.
I'm gonna throw him on the slam.
Hey, traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have that I don't?
Oh, they're over
If
there.
you can't answer that, I'm not accepting this result.
I, also wouldn't mind knowing.
Oh no, if we get stuck here, we won't be able to leave.
Shh.
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
You can hear my dog crying the other side of the house.
We finally got rid of them.
Lady Yelan, Juri has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
Why did he come back? He came back just to get told the same command.
With the Fatui? But Uncle Tian thinks so highly of him. Why would he do this?
Yeah, I just took that lotus head,
Difficult to say.
but it's still
everything
there.
should become a lot clearer when we find him.
It's crazy. Alright. Alright. Let's go do a stealth bus. Go do a stealth bus. I think should be getting close. I'm pretty sure I'm more than halfway done with the oh, a chest.
If it's useful, I'll take it.
I never knew that was there. I never looked. Much more exploration. Okay, I've done 80% in the Sea of Clouds. I suspect I'm more than halfway done with the quest.
Sorry, Lady Yelan. We lost him.
How'd you lose him?
He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without being seen.
Idiots.
How the heck did he manage to shake Yelan's subordinates?
Because he can see through wooden crates.
I guess Juri didn't let his guard down. Still as vigilant as ever.
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired. Perceptive enough to sense when he's being watched.
But how?
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tian himself. Evading detection is not an unusual skill for him to have. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So, where did you lose him?
Xinyue kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside the whole time. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover. I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. Another option would have been to arrest him there and then, but without any evidence, that would have been meaningless.
Yelan smash, classified information. Weird glasses, dude. Pass. Whoa, you really had to do him like that, man.
So I stopped Upe,
Oh,
and I
snap.
stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Xinyue kiosk.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way to catch him eventually. The key is figuring out what he's trying to achieve. Let's go to Xinyue kiosk.
Ultimate power. He's trying to achieve ultimate. Oh my gosh, Maggie, you can't be eating too much ice cream. You'll get chubby. You don't want to get chubby when you're trying to get that summer body. You know what I'm saying?
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even ask him about it?
Our customers are free to dress however they please.
He stripped.
What grounds would I have to question him?
This guy stripped in public. The guy we're chasing stripped in a public establishment, and nobody said anything about it.
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange?
I do.
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy while he was here?
There's junk out in
He
public.
didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Gross!
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer would order. This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
Liquor and wineware. I see. Let's go.
Okay.
Where to?
Shigu Antiques.
Eh. I'm getting DMs on Genshin. I'm too short for my BMI. You know, a friend of mine in high school was he was trying to say I was fat, so I calculated his BMI and said he was obese, and he all of a sudden started getting really defensive, and I'm just like,
Hey, Miss Long.
Got
Sorry
him.
to bother you. Jur-E ordered a wanware set from you not long ago, right? We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how affordable it was. So we just had to come and take a look for ourselves.
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
the best.
We don't really know a whole lot
Sorry.
about wineware. Let's just go with Jur-E.
Hey, I didn't say anything.
Would you be able to show us the one he bought?
I was just doing the calculations.
Jur-E picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock, and now that Mr. Jur-E has taken one, I'm afraid it may encourage the price to go up a little.
Great.
Don't worry, price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out.
Lethal.
But I'm just a little hazy on one thing. Did Jur-E's wineware set include wine glasses, or...?
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Mr. Jur-E bought 2.
Okay. Thanks, Lin Long. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought. We'll have to mull it over.
Well, don't take too long. We could sell out any day now. All right, see you next time.
Magic out here doing smash or pass with the NPCs and
This
Yelan.
is turning into a real headache.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Fieldwork here to thank for being wholly incapable of tailing an ordinary civilian without being seen.
It's not like you did any better.
Got him.
My specialty is information trading, okay?
Pass, big
Not
pass.
physical agility. What's your excuse?
On the whole squad?
Fair point.
Yelan, so has the plan failed? Oh, if we can't figure out where Jur-E went, there's not much we can do. But why was he buying liquor at Shinue Kiosk anyway? To celebrate?
If so,
Emergency
it's
food
no
too
ordinary
young.
celebration.
Whoa!
What do you mean?
First of all, Jur-E isn't much of a drinker. On some level, he hates alcohol because of what it did to his father.
Hello, Maddie. Welcome
If
back.
he was just looking to celebrate by himself, he wouldn't spend his meager savings on an expensive bottle of alcohol, let alone buy a pair of special wine glasses.
Magic is doing smash or pass
is
with
a
the
victory
characters for
feast.
some reason.
Held in honor of Jur-E's private sponsor. Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status. Hence the need for expensive-looking wineware.
It was Childe.
Now, where might we find Fatui who match that description, I wonder?
Childe.
Fatui
A
officials.
bank.
Should be either the Snezhnayan Embassy or the Northland Bank.
Have both locations surrounded. Take as many people as you need.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move? If so, you can count me in.
What have you been up to,
Get
Maddie?
with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. Jur-E may be vigilant, but that doesn't mean the same is true for his drinking buddy. In which case, we don't need to change tactics. Just change who we're following.
Great idea! So we just need to find out who Jur-E bought that liquor for and follow them
Why are
instead.
the females so flippin' hot?
Lady Yelan,
If we get caught, this could become a major diplomatic incident.
Quality character.
I'm well aware, but don't you see? Jur-E is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him, we're going to have to accept a little risk ourselves. Stick to your orders, and make sure we're covering all other bases too. Anywhere else Jur-E might be going. I want eyes on those locations.
Whee!
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Jur-E may be a slippery character, but we'll keep a close watch on the movements of all Fatui officials.
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready. Then meet me at Yensheng Tea House.
My Wi-Fi is dying now. That's tragic. Yesterday I was playing a game with some friends. I was playing I was playing Make a Meme with some friends in Discord, and 2 of them got disconnected at the same time. AT&T struck them down. They got tag teamed. Dun, 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 to the house. Hello, Yelan.
Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone. He's heading in the direction of Qingshu Pool.
Oh no, the pool.
Qingshu Pool? That's the place Jerry mentioned in his manifesto.
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sensible choice, I'll give them that. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream of going there. It's one place they won't need to worry about being seen.
Oh no. I'm on the case.
Get them.
Let's go. If
What
my
bird?
hunch is correct, we just might hit the jackpot this time.
Oh boy, I finally get to fight something. Yes! Yes, I've been doing the quest for an hour and a half. I'm ready. I am ready, but first... Oh my gosh, guys, it's the Hu Tao house. Hello, cat. Yo, guys, when's the next Hu Tao story quest? Am I right? When's the next Hu Tao story quest? I haven't seen her in forever. I haven't seen Hu Tao in forever. Or any Mondstadt characters for that reasoning. Ay, hold up. Ah, yes. The area that I never explored, and yet somehow I have an 80% search
Full of ruins, crawling
completion.
with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me.
Why do I have to go back? Yeah, I have literally just not explored this area, so. Fun. Alright, fine, I'll go back like a slacker. Look, there's dudes. Those are treasure hoarders, okay. Wrong spot. Or maybe it's the right spot. Okay. Got it.
There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a labyrinth inside. I can't guarantee we'll be safe once we're underground.
It's time for the domain, baby. Let's go.
An emergency access route. If we can find it, this will be a much easier journey. Still, be ready to fight at any moment. Any resistance needs to be taken out quickly and quietly. We don't want to attract too much attention.
Don't worry, we're all professionals here. By the way,
We're gonna assassinate people.
where are your 3 little helpers at?
Elves.
They have other things to take care of first. We couldn't afford to wait for them, but they'll join us later.
Yelan's elves. Alright, here we go, baby. Here we go. I've been waiting an hour and a half for this, and the rewards aren't even that good, but let's go, baby. Okay, we're not bringing that one. We're not bringing that party. We're bringing the main party. Bringing the main party. Zhao, Kinchin, Gan, Yu, Barbara. Oh yeah. And we still get to bring Yelan. Oh, she's C1. Wait, hold up. Oh, she's C3. Holy frickamoly. Boss. So the game runs Noblesse Oblige on her. Interesting. Okay, refinement rank 1, Aqua Simulator. What What are the talents? 8, 8, 11. Okay, yeah, this is fine. This is fine.
All hail. Speed of light.
We get to play the more buff version of Yelan.
As I expected, but this shouldn't be too much trouble.
Just because of the fact that she's C3. An old man! Quick! Break his legs!
Guys, see that? That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador here to meet Ji. Looks like he went through that door.
Steal his
The
legs.
emergency access route, right? Come on, let's hurry.
Do I have to do a pop? Oh, good, I don't.
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
There's a magical floating platform just casually lying out in the middle of nowhere. You love that. Oh, great. Oh, great. It's the Rock Boys.
Busted.
The Vishats are annoying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Quietly now.
Wait, I just realized. What are her details? Good crit rate, good crit damage, decent crit damage. Energy recharge. Okay.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Yeah, this does significantly more damage than mine does. Onwards. There's nothing here. Wait, what's this? Just kidding. Oh, I see. I get it. I get it. I get it. So, let me guess. I gotta take these. Okay. Guys, I'm very good at puzzles. I'm very good at puzzles. Exactly. Look at that. I'm cracked. I'm cracked at puzzles. You see that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, great. Oh no. This reminds me of a specific room in Portal 2 that I couldn't figure out. Pain. It was pain. Whee! Let me up. I almost ran off. Okay. Standard run-of-the-mill puzzle section of the game. That's fine. Let me just pow.
Gotcha.
Y'all died. Oh, what's this? Your Honor, he cannot be stopped. Okay, let's see. Oh. I see, okay. It's one of the door puzzles again. That they always make you do in character quests. That's fine. Can't move that one. Let me move that so I can move that one. Yeah. Master puzzle. I'm a master puzzle solver. Definitely. Yeah.
Quietly now.
Don't blink.
Die.
Useless.
Let's see. Okay. I want to make sure I don't miss any of the little fireball things, because if I have to come back to get one, I will be very sad. Sad and distraught, I will say. Oh, ooh. Oi, oi, I see a chest. Fine. Baller, dude. Hey, what if I just break them? That's weird, but okay. And we leave. I'm flying. I'm flying on Zhao's magic broom. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I thought I was gonna have to like push stuff around. Wait, I'm gonna have to push stuff around. You see that? I gotta put stuff in the light.
The
No!
water's flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up.
Frickin' balls!
Now we should be able to move the statues.
Yep, I called it. Okay. You know what? You know what? Maybe it won't be that bad. Maybe it won't be that bad after all. Let me just, push that. Go. I got this, I got this, I got this. Let's check this out, check this out. Look at these. Look at my master puzzle solving skills real quick. This, okay. Uh-huh. This is massive, this is massive. You don't see this kind of talent anywhere else, okay? Oh. 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 Oh my gosh. It's just a straight shot. Man, colorblind people who only see black and white must have this puzzle tough.
The door is open. Let's go.
Yay!
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up.
Oh, is it boss time? Do I finally get to fight the boss of the domain? Ah! Hi, big boy.
Gotcha. Quietly now.
What's up? I don't have a Geo character in my party, so I'm just gonna do that. Oh, I killed him before I even broke the shield. F. Ah. I didn't mean to jump that high, but I did. Oh, we're spying. Let's go.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed.
Gross.
I'm impressed. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course.
Ugly. Got him.
Oh, sorry, that went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before. It'll take me some getting used to.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you have to drink with us.
I'll do my best.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after one glass? I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup. Come on, another round. Less talking, more drinking.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Jerk.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. We appreciate all your hard work. But I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poisoning people.
What a great thing.
I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison and came up with the idea of delivering it through fish soup. What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup tastier as a result. How did you think of that?
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to fool Uncle Tien.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tien Shu. Of course, this is as long as you continue to do as we instruct. Aside from Qingshu Pool, we also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of in due course.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them diligently.
Did you hear that? It was poison. That's why Uncle Tien hasn't been feeling well recently. It's all Jurye's doing. What a nasty guy. Seize him.
Seize him.
Hold on. Did you bring a camera? If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture it for posterity.
Excellent liquor. We've, seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone has been eyeing up the treasure of Qingshu Pool. It's been a real headache for me. But soon, everything will be taken care of, and I can report back on a successful mission. Thank you, Juri. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you still remember what I said to you?
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the Tianshu, no matter how hard I work. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only ever grow wider.
I'm just sitting here watching two old people talk.
Just look at your two competitors. Qianwei had wealth. Mingboa had reputation. But you had nothing. You were just another nobody.
How kind.
And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home for the rest of its life.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your generous support.
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as you're told without complaining. Hey, keep up the good work, and I can assure you, you'll never have to worry about Mora again. Heck, when you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll be able to throw your weight around as much as you want. How about that?
Uncle Gao said that Jur-E has low self-esteem. Seems he was right. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time, so the Fatui persuaded him that he should act while he can. Do you have any more film in the camera? Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand finale should be coming up any minute now.
Oh boy.
How well this goes for us depends on how Jur-E plays his hand.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good mood today, and I'm gonna drink my fill. Make sure to get me home safely afterward.
He's gonna trip on a pebble and fall. Twist his ankle and die.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
Poisoning him, guys. Obviously.
Whoa, this is the good stuff.
Obvious. Come on.
It is great.
Yep, there it is.
What the?
Dead.
Jur-E, you poisoned my wine? But when?
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher.
It was cringe.
You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again. And that includes you.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand? If I disappear with no explanation, the embassy will come after you. They'll get to the bottom of this. Mark my words.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge. I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosives, the ruins will collapse, and everything will be buried.
Oh my.
What do you hope to?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing person cases will become 1 as the truth gradually reveals itself. The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingshu Pool. But things didn't quite go to plan. Mistakes were made that led to the accidental deaths of the entire crew. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, they'll be only too happy to blame it all on a rogue operation by you. It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the embassy of any liability. Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan immediately. I guess then, I'll be Tianshu in my own right, with a clean record and well out of the Fatui's reach.
Juri, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui has a record of everything. That includes the poison, all interactions between us, even my trip here tonight. After I die, they'll come looking, and they'll get to the bottom of this.
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second-in-command, Theophan?
What? How do you know about that?
Oh my gosh,
Because when you
crazy.
contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you today. He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all, your untimely demise comes with a few perks for him. He has been eyeing your position for a long time now.
That traitor!
The prank, bro. This is a long cutscene.
You.
Relax. It's over. After tonight, everyone gets what they want. And anyone else in the know is either my accomplice or about to be taken out of the picture. Sweet dreams, Mr. Yusupov.
NPCs walking. Same position, speed. Why do I have to walk over there? What? Why does it make me jump over the boxes?
Surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. The game's up. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They came out pretty nicely. Want to see them?
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Miss Yelan. I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within. If it pleases you, Miss Yelan, I'd be only too happy to have you join me in investigating this matter.
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system is the same as in Uncle Tien's. Nothing else you wanted to add? Let's leave it there then. Time to go.
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. I should have been more careful. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential liability. Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu name, and that much I can still guarantee.
Your point being?
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous treatment in the future. I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I have?
You still don't get it, do you? Even now. What do you think?
Some crazy plot development.
Exactly. Juri, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive yourself.
Oh my gosh.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tien ever looked down on you? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with, you threw it away in that moment.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tien was always going to give you this opportunity, even if you'd done nothing at all. Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for 1 second.
That's enough. That's enough.
Life is like fishing.
Oh, the anime.
It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan, but you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jury these days?
The old man by the sea.
It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Huh?
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yanshang Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
We're almost done.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the professionals.
I'm perfect.
Don't worry. As long as they're willing to cooperate, this'll be a straightforward deal. Get some rest. See you tomorrow.
Hair got in my mouth. Alright, sick. It's been so long since I've done a story quest. I misguessed the length. But you know what? It's fine. We've been going strong for 2 hours. We've been going strong for 2 hours. Just chilling, which is actually very relaxing for me. I was feeling a little out of it. Physically. I was just tired. I was like, eh. But I wanted to stream, and so here we are. Tomorrow will be nice, though. Tomorrow's Wednesday, one of my off days, and I get to go swimming tomorrow, so I'll go swim. It'll be fantastic. Fantastic. And then Thursday, I get to play Minecraft. And there's a 12% chance I'll have a creeper farm by then or not. Who knows? Or I don't.
There is now no poison
Eyes
left
you.
in his system. But recovery from the damage already done will not happen overnight.
Dr. Baiju, is my father going to be...
He'll be fine.
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years. It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point, things would have been much more serious.
Old people.
How did they successfully secure such a seldom-seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extremely resourceful. Unfortunately for them, they were up against us.
Uncle Tien will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid overexerting yourself while you're recovering. Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much. Ah, you're here too? Thank you for all you've done to resolve this situation. I'll have to make some tea in a moment. You simply have to try it. Yes, The exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is steadily getting clearer again.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after all.
Hey, Yelan!
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to check in here. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tien. In my opinion, Zhi is not suitable for the position. But Qianwei and Mingbo both have potential.
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyalties easily. I've always known this. But whenever it happens, it's still a dismal experience.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tien not that surprised?
Don't underestimate Uncle Tien. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Zhi. Normally, the Yuehai Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates. Isn't that right, Uncle Tien?
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But I have to be responsible with the position of Tianshu.
And?
When I first met Zhi, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda.
I'm almost done. I'll play Fall Guys in a minute,
Secretly
Ethan.
Investigated him. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He just saw me as an ordinary fisher.
I just drank the water.
In the end, even he changed. But when did it start?
Getting comfortable. Getting comfortable. Fine.
I never had any plans to recommend him directly. But I
Yelan will
always
dehydrate
intended to
you,
give
Maddie.
him
You
the
said that an
chance
hour
to
ago.
compete on a level playing field. Family background and fame mean everything to many people, but I don't attach great importance to them. I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied
I wasn't
on
taking a
Ganyu's
picture.
assistance for
I'm almost
all
done.
manner of things. What I really admired about Zhi was his intelligence and resilience.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy, and very cautious. The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Zhi was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose that specific liquor from Xinyue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Zhi would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes, had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
Wow. I'm just trying to look at my phone, and I keep getting the iCloud storage message.
Well, I mean, he is sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested him?
Yes, Zhi's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized. But once the Fatui became
notifications.
involved, things got a whole lot more interesting. I thought I might have the chance to catch a big fish.
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Uncle Tien? Yelan? What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
Oh, you'll know when you're old.
Zhi colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt to interfere in the Tianshu selection process. With Yusupov in our hands and a statement from Zhi, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Then we'd have a pawn in the ranks of the Fatui. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options. Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this case?
So, okay, well, did your plan succeed?
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the information on to Lady Ningguang. But when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone, along with all the evidence.
Tragic.
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they'd never been able to respond so quickly.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger Regrator got involved. The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here.
I'm interested.
Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral concern. It's a pity that Theophan got away, but knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point for my next mission.
I have to ask, Yelan, do you have any desire to take over the position of Tianshu yourself? I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tea House. In my estimation, you are more than competent.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's excitement. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role, as Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger. All right. I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading off again in a few days, and I still have to prepare.
Done yet?
Where are you off to this time?
The long cutscene, another long
As
one.
you might have guessed, it's for me to know and you to find out.
Oh, snap.
But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in another misadventure before too long. Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot of people are watching you for a lot of reasons.
Guys, make
If
sure
you have any more
okay.
questions, just ask Uncle Tien. After the recent turn of events, I'd say he owes you one, wouldn't you?
I want a sandwich. Oh my, they're talking. Is that it? Yes. Yes. Finally. Oh gosh. Okay, I can finally play Fall Guys. Well, that was fun, I suppose. We did Yelan's story quest. Yay for me. Right, well I need to turn the AC down. Just log out right quick. Yeah, so that was fun. That was fun. We did Yelan's story quest. It took 2 hours to complete, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I just have to upload it onto Wilfert VODs as soon as possible because I still have some streams I need to upload and they are taking up space on my computer. So yeah, and the banners are set in an hour, yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna go and play Fall Guys because apparently all the people I was bickering to play with me are in a Discord call right now, playing it without me. Freaking jerks, am I right? Alright, well, tomorrow's an off day. I'm not gonna stream tomorrow because tomorrow's Wednesday and I take off Wednesday and Sunday, as you all know. But I'll be back Thursday, probably with a Minecraft stream if I had to take a wild guess. So yeah, 3 p.m. Thursday Minecraft stream. My chair's going crazy. So yeah, I'm just gonna click the end stream. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you next time, and then I click the